So I'm going to talk a bit about question number 3 from chapter 2 in my Econ Lab. Now I know you can all read the instructions, or you can review what the answer is and why that's the case, but sometimes I think it might be a little helpful, especially for this question 3 where approximately half the class got this question wrong, and it is a relevant question, so the fact that I'm spending a little bit of time to talk about it to kind of make you pay attention that this is important to know. So let's look at the question here. So here's an issue. Let me just reset this so you can't see the answer. We have an issue here where we have a production possibilities frontier. And in this kind of frontier, again, on the X and Y axis are the quantities of two different products, in this case, cotton or soybeans. So in this country, or in this area, there's cotton and soybeans, and the event that happens that we need to talk about is that there's a genetic modification that's going to make the cotton resistant to insects. And what that's going to do is it's going to mean that you can grow more cotton now than you previously would have been able to. Now, the key thing to pay attention to here is that that genetic modification is only affecting cotton, not soybeans. So what that means is that for every unit of soybeans, the cotton will be greater. And that's what you need to solve this. That information is what you need to solve this problem. So all that I'm going to do is that to create this curve, I just have to create 3 points. And all I'm going to do is create points where my PPF is outside of the previous one. And what I'm just trying to do here is line it up where my PPF would look approximately something like this. That for every unit of soybeans, my cotton is higher, and that the two will meet at the same point. If no cotton is made, the number of soybeans would not change at all. So the x-intercept is the same, but everything else is higher. Okay, so that's a differential shift. We could imagine it could have been the other way, where there would have been more soybeans, but same amount of cotton, looking something like this. If it had been a genetic change that would have affected only soybeans and nothing else. So these are differential changes. The alternative, the third alternative, would have been, I could have asked a question that just said, there's better weather, right? And better weather would actually improve both the production of cotton as well as soybeans, meaning that then you'd be outside the frontier at all of the points. So be familiar with both those differential shifts as well as the shift that affects only one of the two goods. Okay, so hopefully that helps everyone understand this, but if not, just ask a question about it in class tomorrow.